All right, everybody, let's talk gas. This is a gas range at one of our group homes, and on occasion we'll get a phone call from staff saying that they smell gas. So if that happens, one of the first things that we want to do is to ensure that none of the burners or the oven was left on. So let's walk over and let's test all of the burners. Okay, if you've confirmed that a burner was not left on and you were not smelling gas because of that, however, gas, you still smell the strong smell of gas, what we're going to do is we're going to open a window, open a door, turn on the ceiling fan, maybe even a box fan, and air the whole area out to clear out that smell and to clear out that gas for everybody's safety. If after all that you continue to smell gas, it could be that there is a broken valve or something inside the range itself is broken, or maybe the supply line, the corrugated supply line behind the stove is damaged. So we're going to have to shut off the supply to the range itself. So let's do that. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can find the supply line, which is behind the stove. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the stove and we're going to pull it forward until we can see and get behind the stove. Now, this is sometimes easier said than done, but this is where we need to go. So we're gonna slide this over here so that I can get down here. So what we have here, that black iron looking supply line, that is the gas supply. Now that comes from the basement up through the floor and also goes outside to the gas main itself. The yellow corrugated line right here, this is a metal pipe that just extends from the supply to the appliance, which is the range in this question. So, but what's important is this valve right here. Right now you'll notice that the valve is up and down and it runs parallel or runs with the supply line, which tells us that the gas is on. In order to shut it off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it just like that. It's going to be perpendicular to the supply line or bisect the gas line, and that shuts the supply of gas off to the range. And that's basically what you want to do. Okay, so we've cut the gas supply to the range. And now we're just going to hang out, leave the windows open, the doors open, air the house out, leave the ceiling fan running if you have one, maybe a box fan, and wait until maintenance and or NICOR show up to investigate further. Okay, we're outside of that same group home, and this is the gas meter on the outside of this home. Notice that the gas line comes from the ground. Again, it's black, and then it comes up to the meter and then goes out into the house. What's important to know about these is that this is where we shut off the gas to the entire house. Instead of being on the inside, it's on the outside. Now, typically, this is something that NICOR will do for us and not something that we typically will do. But in the event of true emergencies, of course, we'll always call NICOR. They usually come out as quickly as possible. But right here is a guillotine. Again, they just turn it that way. And this one even allows you to lock it in case you don't pay your bill. So anyway, but this is the shutoff valve for the entire house.